Hello everyone. I'm not sure where this slime is. It sounds like it might actually be inside the... It is! The slime has actually spawned inside there. That's mad. I have some slime balls in the system now, and a piece of prismarine. I have done a fair bit of work in here between episodes. Just get that prismarine back in. And I have to go around. You can already see some of the work I've done. That was very good running. Yeah, I have moved everything around. I still have a completely unused module, even though I have moved everything. I guess I did combine some things. I now only have one for redstone. Where did I put redstone? It's over here. So I only have one thing for all the redstone stuff. So I combined some. I expanded others, I think. But yeah, everything's moved around and all. I've still got one completely unused. But I've got all my overflow terracotta in there. All of that. This is all done. The dyes are all up there. So I've got a whole thing just for plain glass. And then I've got that for the stained glass. And then that's all the panes. I've got one for all white wool and then one for all the coloured wool. Yeah, it's so. I mean, I've expanded some out, like the glass, the terracotta, and the wool. But then I've compacted like the redstone, and I've just ended up precisely with one unused module still, which is kind of cool. So these are for shulker boxes. I've put this trim of dark prismarine around. The lights are all still up there, nothing's really changed there. Yeah, that's pretty much it here. I now have an input to the system, so let's just stick these in here. I still can't actually leave these. Well, let's see. I can go, I suppose, up to 12 chunks away. So I'm currently here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can probably just about safely go to that part of the museum, as long as I don't go right to the edge of it. Probably. These things might well filter through by the time I even get over there. But this is all still working, the lights and everything, it's all fine. The other stuff I have been working on, slime balls. Just going to go and put these in here manually, because it's not over here yet. That's what the lights are good for. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to, no, because they'll all have gone in by now. Yeah, the other thing I've been working on is that part of the museum. I've done quite a lot of work on it. Most of the interior of it is now in. I still need to do the outer walls, because that's just going to be a massive amount of materials. Not much I can do about that. That does bring me to something I'm thinking of doing this episode, though. But it's night time. That's fine. This thing's well lit. As you can see, I've put the second floor on. It's all grass. And these things are all capped off with glass enclosures now. So, I've got mixed feelings about these. They are stuck on the ceiling, but it doesn't. They look like they're floating because you can't see the ceiling. I don't know whether that would actually be much better without the clear glass. I can't be bothered to look at that. But I wanted to have some lava falling down, and I wanted some glowstones, so I couldn't not put those in. The heights of these have worked out quite nicely. Each of these is 2 blocks lower than the other. So that's the tallest, just to make room for... I didn't actually plan that, by the way. I just did this one, and I think that one. Well, that was the first one I did. The end one was the first one I did. And then I did that one, and then I was like, hang on, the difference in height between these is perfect to have that 2 blocks lower and that 2 blocks lower again. So that's worked out very neatly. But yeah, that means these enclosures are all finished. I still need to actually build something in the Woodland Mansion one, but I mean, I think these are complete. Apart from the Woodland Mansion one, I think these are basically finalised. I'll probably go in there and sort that torch for some more end rods. Can't do much about that torch. And you can see that torch in there from up here, but it was never going to be perfect. And then we have the stairs. This was my initial... Well, I started with this down here, so this area's all done. I expanded this along to the wall, and then we've just got a fairly plain design down here. Nothing too fancy, but... And I did these stairs here. And because I've got these stripes going up the walls, I thought I'd continue that upwards and do that with the stairs. This was too shallow. Going up half a block at a time, it ends up all the way over here, clips into the top of that. No. So I've gone with this, which I think, I don't know, I mean it's a lot of purple up here. It's very flat purple, it's probably going to stay flat purple. But the positioning of the stairs is perfect now. It just comes up to above the other edge of the platform here. So I'll do this side the same. And I just like the fact that it comes up here and it's like a structural support on one side of the stairs and you can see through it. I think it's cool. It's not necessarily the best looking thing, but it's not really meant to be. It's meant to just look interesting, and I think it does. So that's where I am with this. As you can see, I put a ceiling in on that one. I've got the same over there. It's just more light blue concrete. And then the cave, I've put also some roof decorations on, and I quite like this. I think it's come out quite well. Let's just hop in there and have a look at it. Although really you should be able to see it all from the outside. But yeah, nothing amazingly fancy. It's just more of the same, but up on the ceiling. So that's that. All the habitats, pretty much, apart from the Woodland Mansion one, they are all done. And then over here I started on the walls because I needed to judge how high up these ceilings were going to be. So I started with one segment of the wall, and it's looking good. It's looking... Oh yeah, there are a couple of shortcuts out there. It's looking pretty much as intended. It's coming out well. I need to get the glass in, obviously, but this is just going to be a get all the materials and put it together thing. That's really all there is to say there. Still need to do something out here for the ocean habitat, but I don't want to work on the museum today. I've done a lot of work on the museum between episodes. That is not my project for today. But as I said, getting materials kind of is. I think it's the time I started doing something in my base. I mean, this is the museum. This isn't actually my base. This is just a project. So my base currently amounts to a storage system and a guardian farm. And that's it. That's all I've got in here. I think it's time to start expanding it and actually put some stuff in here. Which is going to be interesting because I've got no real plans for how to lay this thing out. That was my intention from the start. I wanted to just build it fairly organically. But that means I don't know which direction I want to go in. And I don't know how far I want to go before I start building a thing. But the thing I'm thinking of building, because I haven't really done a proper redstone project since the storage system, I guess. I might go out that way. I want to build a big furnace array. I want a super smelter, because I'm going to need a lot of nether brick and a lot of purpur, which means I need to cook a lot of chorus fruit and a lot of netherrack. So furnace array. I haven't decided on a design yet, whether I'm going to use Mumbo's or Zoomer. Actually, I don't think there's a tutorial on it. No, he's probably used someone else's design, so there will be a tutorial. I don't know, I'd have to check. So I haven't really decided on a design, but I'm going to pick one. And do I want to go out there? I think it's going to be, whichever way I go, I'm going to want this to be close to my storage room. I think just behind here would be good. Going out this way. I mean, it doesn't really matter what way I'm going relative to the surface. But if I come out this way a bit, and then branch off to the side, I'm going to want a wall here, and then I can start building in this space right behind it. Because I don't care what the wall looks like from this side, obviously. I mean, I could put the wall in this block here, this space, but I don't want to. See, I'll have that as the edge here, and then I'll have the room start. I don't know how big it needs to be because I haven't picked a design, you know how it is, it's just one of those things. Ooh, redstone. Always on the market for more redstone. Especially the ore, because I'm going to need it for building the redstone museum. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of research, pick a design, dig out some space, and be back with you when I have done that. I have settled on a design. I'm going to use Ilmango's 23 furnace design that apparently doesn't skip over any furnaces. I still think Spigot has a chance of messing that up, but we shall see. I've dug out an area. This is, I think, a block or two bigger than it needs to be, but better to go larger than necessary and scale back. I can hear a skeleton right behind this wall in water, and it looks like on the map. I can't actually see him on the map. So I'm not actually sure where. Below? There's lava. I don't think there's going to be anything down there. But I can hear them. I can hear the skeleton. They're obviously close. Hello, redstone. Okay, I'm splashing in water. Are they above? Hello, gold. It's got to be up above, surely. I don't know why I'm feeling these things. I'll probably go and digging most of it out again later, but... Where are you? Am I just hearing you from all the way over there? No. There's water above me. I've already been over here and lit stuff up. But isn't that water above me here the ocean? I'm just getting really distracted here. Hello. I can hear slime as well. Hello, creeper. You want to go, mate? Okay, that water is coming from the ocean, but... Yeah, this is where I plugged up the... Is this dark? It is there. I am under the ocean here. It's dripping from up there. I never did get round to lighting any more of this place up. Probably should. It's only a little bit of a cave, actually. I really thought there was a skeleton up here. There's a lot of ledges here. Just want to plug this up. There we go. This place is a little bit less of a nuisance. I can still hear that slime though. Oh, there's another water here. Go away. Oh, that's the block I placed. And I'm out of torches. Oh well. No, there's still... still a skeleton here somewhere. Where are you? I'm going to have to find a way around all these caves at some point to light them up for my farm, for the Guardian farm. Not that it isn't already producing absolutely loads. Anyway, that's enough of that distraction. I need more torches. Can't get up my coal at the moment. Did I put any torches in here? No. Dip into my ender stock it is. Anyway, yeah, so I think it's 4 blocks from this edge. The other thing is, do I want to leave some clearance? So do I want the thing to start immediately here? Probably. Yeah. So I think it's chest, chest, wall, and then the furnaces start. And if I set it back a block, so that it's not just flat. I mean, I've left a 3-block gap deliberately. No, because the furnaces are going to be set back. So I believe the furnaces will go here. Yeah, I'm not going to build this whole thing on camera, so I'm going to probably build the whole thing, to be honest. It's going to be very repetitive going left to right, back and forth. So I'll see you when I've finished it, I guess. Well, well, well. It always pays to dig out coal, because you expose a lot of blocks doing it. How many have we got? At least 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it's just 6. That's not bad though. Oh, hello. Dark and spooky cave. This is an interesting cave, actually. Odd sort of formation. Set the furnaces back a block further back. Also, it occurred to me, this series is now officially longer than Season 2, because I only got to 25 episodes. I really want to try and finish stuff off this time. I want to actually build the museum, because I'm terrible for not finishing projects in Minecraft. So I do want to try and get this done. But I also need to build up my base, because that's something else I just haven't done on this server. Or ever, really. So, yeah. Anyway, back to building. Okay, the smelter is all finished. I've cleared out all the furnaces. I need to go along and clear out all the hoppers. Bits that have fallen into them while I've been building. Don't think there's too much in there, but I do need to check. I'll do that in a second. I've started decorating. The floor is going to be half slab at this level. That's a bit high, but I've intentionally done those stairs there so that I can reach the underside of the chest. I mean, it doesn't really make that much difference. If I can reach the underside, I can pretty much reach the front as well, but yeah, you know, whatever. It makes this symmetrical. So this is the output, they're the inputs for items and fuel. I've put a piece of grey wool back here, as I usually do with hoppers, just so it's a similar colour through the gap. You can see through there, not a lot I can do about that. Maybe put some more grey wool in behind these hoppers, I don't know. Not going to worry too much about that. It's a shame about how dark this is in the middle when the furnaces aren't going. Nothing can spawn, obviously, because it's all stairs. But these blocks have to be solid, so I can't put sea lanterns in. That line is powered, so I could put lamps in. And they'd turn off when the furnaces are on. I don't know. I've got a bit of a trim of dark prismarine. I considered making this dark, but I think that would be too much dark, since the whole block is on show. Whereas this is just a little accent at the sides. And I'm just putting stairs across the top, and I'll do a roof, I'll do this wall, which will probably just be basically the same pattern as this wall, I imagine. And that'll provide light, I guess, because that'll have sea lanterns. So yeah, it's just a matter of finishing off the decoration for this room at this point. Everything is done. Nothing too fancy. I've got lights up in the ceiling level with these. Fairly plain walls, carried that pattern around. I like it, it works. And it's ready for a test. I've cleaned out the furnaces, I've cleaned out the hoppers. This I've left as a blank wall in case I want to extend further out that way. I might also build another one of these on that side, possibly. But yeah, this thing's ready for a test. So this should evenly distribute 4 coal to each furnace. Should get to the end in a moment. Come on, first piece of coal. Come on. That doesn't bode well for starters. Eh. Is it all just piling into this hopper on the end? No? Where? They're all locked. What? Where? I'm sorry, where's all that coal gone? It's all gone in. What? Okay, now I'm really confused. These are all locked. So I would expect it to all have just ended up down at the end, which it hasn't. I am so confused. Okay, I'm going to put the items in and see if the coal magically appears. So we've got 23 half stacks there. Let's see what happens. I have no idea where that coal's gone. It's all piled into... Okay, that's working. The item distribution appears to be working. But where the heck? This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the end. Wasn't expecting to troubleshoot this thing. It's Ilmango's design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be perfect. Yeah, there's the rest of it. What the hell? That should be being powered by that redstone. That one is. That one's being powered by the redstone next to it. And that redstone there is lit. Did I mess up a hopper placement? No, they're pointing across. That's so strange. I don't understand that. I may have to do some more testing with this one. Why's that got 19 in it? Looks like the distribution's not quite right either. Oh no, there's 20. Is that still going then? Okay, it's just slow. Fine. In any case, it still produces those pretty quickly. So, okay, that's... it sort of works. I need to check that redstone. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, share, favourite and comment, help support the channel, follow me on Twitter to stay up to date what's going on, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.